In this video, I want to discuss Shane Bieber and kind of his trajectory in his career. So, not a lot of people know this, but in high school, he was only throwing low to mid 80s. But the coach that ended up signing him for college, Checkett, said that even though he wasn't throwing hard, he was a pitcher and he knew that he was the right guy. And then in college, he was able to get his fastball up into the upper 80s, topping out 91, 92, and he still went pretty high in the draft despite not having that great fastball. And what the scouting people said about him was that he was a true pitcher, that he was a strike thrower. And so for so many of you guys that are, you know, kind of in that age of high school, maybe even in college, and you're thinking that the only thing that anybody sees is your velocity, this is a situation where we can show you that is not true, that coaches, scouts, they see if you're a strike thrower, if you're a true pitcher, and you see that with guys like Bieber, and you see that a guy like Yamamoto is having tremendous success as a true pitcher. In fact, Bieber said that because he wasn't a hard thrower growing up, it forced him to focus on being a great pitcher, learning to hit his spots, learning to change speeds, and coaches and scouts actually loved that about him. And they figured that they might be able to teach him, a little bit more velocity later on. And that's actually something that I've been reading about, is that it used to be that people would think, okay, a guy's hitting X amount of velocity, we can teach him to pitch. And they're finding out that's actually extremely difficult, because not only is it hard to teach a guy to pitch, but also there's so many injuries that come with it. So what they're finding is that you can actually get guys that know how to pitch, that are strike throwers, and then if you have to, you can help them with getting a little bit more velocity. But this is just a change in the game, and there's guys that are doing this that are really successful. So pay attention to the guys that are doing really well. It's not just the hardest throwers, it's the guys who know how to pitch. So hopefully this is an encouraging message to you guys.